Good morning. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And I can't sleep. My peace has been disturbed. I've been trying to get back to sleep since 3 o'clock in the morning. But alas, sleep is fleeting. And I thought maybe there may be other people who are awake. And I see that there are. I see there are a lot of people on Facebook. I guess Facebook is awake this morning. YouTube hasn't woken up yet. Natalie hasn't slept at all. Justin is saying good morning. Daniel's like, what's wrong? Right now I'm broadcasting. Zeron says, I wake up at 3 a.m. every morning. Oh, it's going by so quickly. Okay, YouTube is awake right now. YouTube is awake. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So my peace was disturbed. So, I'll say this, right? Whenever you see a person anywhere, at the grocery store, at the toll booth, working in a convenience store, wherever, somebody, they could be going through any number of things behind the scenes. Life just is not an easy journey for anyone, and we all have our trials. I have my trials behind the scenes, just turning on a camera and having an audience doesn't mean that a person doesn't have things that go on behind the scenes. Having money and those sorts of things doesn't mean that a person doesn't still have challenges that they deal with and are facing. And so I just want to offer up some compassion to you all, because I know if I'm going through things behind the scenes, I know that you all at any given time are going through things as well. So I'm just coming out and just saying good morning. That's it. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm here, right? We got Washington State in the house. So in Washington, it is 3 a.m. Right now in England, it's about noon. So people are already awake out in England. So good morning, Nigeria. It should be about the same time, noon, 2:45 a.m. and Dawn hasn't slept yet. It's going fast, so I'm trying to catch the comments, but they go so quickly. Daniel is saying, just waking up and you're looking so beautiful. Child, listen. It's going so fast, I can't catch them. The comments are going quickly. Oh my goodness, there's 500 people on here right now. Bermuda's in the house. New Zealand, 11:46 p.m. in New Zealand. Is it summertime there too? Because if you have that much of a time difference, I can only imagine the seasons are upside down as well. Welcome in, everyone. I do not have a topic this morning. I was just hoping that we could have a conversation. Anybody here on Clubhouse? If you're on Clubhouse, put up the number 1. I'll turn on my Clubhouse so that some of you could get your audio in this morning. And so Chris is saying, why do you always have something negative to say about Black men? No, I don't always have something negative to say about Black men. And it's a little early to attempt to have prolific conversation. My audience members, my typical audience member is an African-American female. And we talk about love, relationships, and loving yourself through relationships, as well as abusing through relationships, self-abusing through relationships, right? And because of that, I don't typically talk about Caucasian men on my channel, and I don't speak about white women either, outside of how they relate to the Black community. So if we're talking about love and relationships, Most of the people that Black women are in relationships with are Black men. And so when we do our reactions to the viral stories on what self-loving or self-abusing through relationship looks like, most of the stories that go viral are stories that highlight unfavorable conditions, because these are the stories that you all make go viral. And I create reactions and commentaries to videos that my audience request and demand. And so it just so happens that the people of interest to my audience are Black men. However, there are stories that have gone viral that there are stories that have gone viral of Black men who we adore, Black young men who we praise. And so they're two different things. You have to look at which stories go viral. You have to look at which stories it is that you look at, because if you're not seeing any of the other videos that I do, then it goes into the whole feedback loop kind of thing, where you make a story go viral and then you only watch those stories that are viral, which happen to be videos that are about a particular theme. And anybody who really, really, really watches my videos and knows and understands, they know that I have a tremendous amount of adoration and affection for wonderful men. And I have wonderful men in my family who are Black. And so if your issue is that I am speaking out against things that are happening to Black women, real life stories, things that are happening in society, and your main issue is me speaking on it because your comment, let's see what your comment says. Why do you always have something negative to say about Black men? When you can flip that statement and ask, why are Black men participating in activities that require comment, which may not be favorable to the activities, or who's mentioning it? I really don't know what to say to a person like you. I really don't know what to say to a person like you. And I feel like I've spent a lot of time focused on saying it. Okay, Carmond is saying the enemy is an antagonistic force that stifles and slowly dismembers our progress. No, we don't have enemies, right? We have people who can try to be enemies, but at the end of the day, we are the original people. We are the original beings, and we are being gaslit into believing that we are minorities, that we are an underdog, that our features are undesirable. Meanwhile, people are paying money hand over fist to copy our style, to copy our look, to gain our look for themselves. I mean, it's 5 something in the morning and look at me, look at this melanin. Papain, look at it. Look how beautiful it is. And so we are the creators, we are the originals, and there are people who are demented and who have a history of just the words that are coming in my mind are dastardly, deplorable, demonic. There are people who have a history of just sick behavior. And because they have a history of this sick behavior, what bearing does that have on the original man and woman? These people came from us. We, at the end of the day, are the creators of this all, and we will be left standing after all of this is done and after people breed themselves out of existence or their genes no longer. I'm saying things that I'm hoping that you can understand what it is that I'm saying, you know? So, no, we don't have enemies. And there's no force out there that is greater than the force that we have within ourselves to continue to push forward and continue rising up. I once saw this video, right? I saw this video, And in the video was attempting to show racism and how racism works, right? So listen, in this video, I'm sure many of you saw this video, there was a guy who was offering $100 to the person who could get to him first, right? And I think he was saying, take a step back if you didn't have a father in the home. Take a step back if you ever went hungry. Take a step back if XYZ, right? And so he was talking about many of the challenges that African Americans in this country deal with and face, right? And so there were many people who were in this row, and there were many people after he said this who were further behind, right? And so he said, now on your mark, get set, go. Now, as you can imagine, there were legions of Caucasian young people who were in the front. There were some Black people who were in the front, but the majority of the Black people were behind during this experiment, right? And so he was like, okay, on your mark, get set, go. And they took off and started running. And there was an African American young man who had come from way behind, and the way his legs stretched and moved, he was running. When I tell you he ran. And those long legs carried him and out past other white people who had already had the head start. Now, by the time the race ended, because it was a short race, the white kids won. They were in the front already. And though he caught up and passed by other white kids, the white children who were in the front won. And the white person who grabbed that $100 bill did not give an F about their advantage. They didn't care about the fact that they were 20 feet ahead. They didn't give a damn about that. All they cared about was that when they got up to the front, they got that $100 bill. And if you think about it, because I play games on my phone, right? And when I play these games on my phone, they have these boosts that you can use. I play like this block puzzle game that is like Tetris. You remember Tetris from back in the days, except the pieces don't fall, you have to align them. And so there's these boosts that you can use that can knock out blocks, change the thing, so you get an advantage, right? And so for the most part, when I'm playing this game, I don't use the advantage because there's this dopamine rush that we get when we win and when we get the celebration and when we get all of this stuff, right? And I think to myself, I wonder how many people out there get this celebration and they feel this dopamine rush when they use these boosts to get ahead. Meanwhile, if they did not have those boosts, they would not have gotten ahead. Do you understand what it is that I'm saying? I hope what I'm saying you all can understand. I know it's early, and I know that this is a very deep and complex topic. However, there are people out there who don't care that you got one leg tied behind your back. They don't care. They care about, they're like, oh, well, I had the boost. It's not my fault. You didn't. And they take the accolade and they take the award and they take the reward and they don't give a damn, right? And so we, as African Americans, as Black people in the diaspora and as Black people in Africa, we have to realize what it is that we're dealing with out here. There are people out there who think that they were born with some sort of inherent gift, right? They give themselves kudos for things that are outside of their control. You know, like there's so many people who will be like, oh, such and such, you know, is beautiful, beautiful, right? And I'm like, okay, well, beauty is not anything that is really meritable. You know, your parents, you get your genes from your parents. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people who are like, yeah, this me, yeah, this advantage is me, yeah, my parents, because they had money or because they gave me advantage, that there's something special about the person, and really it's just a matter of circumstance. Do you understand what it is that I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? I'm going to look at some of the comments and see if you all understand. So Chris is saying, you sound so ignorant, just like her. She talks down on Black men in almost every video she creates. I don't know of any of my friends or family Black males who don't stand up for their responsibilities and go above and beyond for their women, regardless if they deserve it or not. She feels as if women's vagina is the only thing she should have to offer, as if being a woman gives you the right to coast and be a bum. Negro, you cannot exist. You would not exist, and you would have very little reason to live if it were not for that womb that brought you into the world, the womb that would bring forth any offspring, and that vagina leading to the womb, which comforts you, unless you're into anal penetration of other males. If that's the case, then, because you're here boxing your balls down onto the internet at 6 o'clock in the morning, talking some shite on a person's page where your participation and presence is not obligatory. We got no papers signed. We're not tied by blood or family or circumstance. This is a page that you don't have to have your Black ass on. So if you think that every video I quote unquote talk down on Black men and you don't enjoy the content that I create here, then you need to bounce. You need to go somewhere, because obviously this isn't the channel for you. Obviously you don't resonate here. Obviously. And you talk about Black men protecting Black women. The statistics of who is getting married in this country and the plethora, the damn mountainful, the avalanche of excuses of why Black men choose not to get married in this country is stupefying. And instead of bringing your Black ass up and talking to other Black men or counseling the youth, you're on here trying to chastise me about speaking about real life situations. Name one thing that I have ever said which is a lie. Name one situation that I have ever commented on which was not true. Name one. Name one. I would like for you to just name one thing that I have ever said which is untrue. Please, the floor is yours, and I will post up your next comment, because what it is that you're doing here is you're attempting to silence a Black woman while also saying that you protect Black women. If you protected Black women, you would bring your Black ass up and talk to Black men about stopping the damn effery that I have to come to the internet and speak about. You don't think that I want to speak about something different, boy? Because you're not acting like a man. A man would go somewhere where he feels that he can thrive. If you feel that you cannot thrive here, if you feel that you don't resonate with the content here, don't be acting like a doggone victim on my page. You are not a victim of my content, mother effer. You are here voluntarily of your own free boyish will. And you see, so this is the thing. I have so much respect for men that I know that you are not the typical male. You are a disempowered man-child coming to my page, attempting to tell me what it is that I do on my page when you don't have a doggone clue. You need to look and see that only 21 to 27% of Black men in the United States get married, and that when a Black man makes more money, he is less likely to get married. When he crosses over into the six-figure mark, he is has a exponentially lower chance of ever getting married in this lifetime. And the ones who make the most money, the Black men in this country who make the most money, marry interracially. But instead of your Black ass speaking about that, you're coming over here asking me not to speak. And son, I will not stop speaking. Just because you don't have the testicular fortitude enough to check other Black men, don't come over here and try to stomp on my ovaries and try to stop me from speaking up against atrocities that are happening in this country. The fact that 40% of Black girls coming out of an African-American household have the chance, or 40% of African-American girls in this country leave their house having been assaulted intimately. Every 19 hours, a Black woman is killed in this country, but your Black ass is not speaking up about that. You're telling some fantasies. Listen, if there's so many Black men inside of your life that are doing all of these wonderful, great things, tell 5 of them to contact me. My website is TanyaTKO.com. Tell 5 of your close friends to contact me, and I'll feature them inside of a video. I will put them in my matchmaking service so that we can pair them up with women. But what you want to do is you want to sit up here on the internet and you want to speak some damn fantasy and act like I'm the problem. So that now you got me riled up at 6 o'clock in the morning because you don't know how to control your doggone self from telling these and spreading these stupid ass lies on the damn internet. TanyaTKO.com. 5 of your closest friends, tell them to contact me and have them all reference you. And how much do you want to bet that this man child cannot do it? Come on now. Okay, so Stephanie is saying, good morning. I'm a new follower and I've viewed several of your videos. I think that you have a balanced scope and a fair approach on the topics I've seen thus far. We have Tonette that is clapping, and then man-child comes back and say, but why are you worked up? Why are you not? Whenever somebody asks me whether or not I'm an angry Black woman, I said, yes. Why are you not angry? I just told you 40% of Black girls coming out under the age of 18 are assaulted intimately. Why are you not worked up? Only 21 to 27% of Black men in this country are getting married. The average Black man makes between $23,000 and $41,000 a year, and you wonder why I'm angry? My question is, why aren't you? What's wrong with you that you're sitting here and you think that this is okay? And because when I talk in a soft voice, your Black ass doesn't know how to act. But then now I have to get into my own masculine or my warrior goddess energy, and I have to bark on you. And then now all of a sudden you asking why I'm worked up. You know something? It's like people like you. Okay, so Baby is saying, Tanya, could you please do a video on Biden's executive order that has removed women's rights? Can you send me an email on what exactly you're referring to? Come to TanyaTKO.com. Click on contact and send me a message. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So, and we, as you know, on this channel, we talk about self-loving or self-abusing through relationship. Wisdom is saying those statistics don't bother you. Tavi is saying exactly, where's the concern about our own people? Zaran is saying a lot of Black men secretly hate Black women. Some openly do too. Tonette is saying all he can think about is himself and his ego. Shintai is saying, my Black man told me when he gets on his feet, he's leaving after all I've done for him. I said, God is good, boo-boo. I have mine. Wow. My goodness. Vince is saying, sister, talk to him. Truth is bitter. And whoever that says it's hated or hate, I guess hatred, but don't get distracted by their hateful sidekick. Keep going. We all have your back. JG is saying he's a gaslighter. And so Celestine is saying, make 6 figures and marry a Black man then, Tanya. Everyone has free will. Who gives a shit who Black men marry? How many Black millionaire women marry Black men? You see? And so you see how people have empowered this troglodyte to come to my channel to talk her shit. And then look, another troglodyte, another one. Sorry. I thought she said, Tanya, you are the problem. I was about to say, because we have a bunch of people who feel empowered. My bad, sis, my bad. Ayan is saying, rise of the feminine. Rena is saying, don't let them rile you up. Oh my goodness. Look at this Dapper Don is saying so beautiful. Honey, we wish we could say the same about that thing that's going on over there. Jean is saying, can somebody post what Chris said? You have to scroll back. I put it up already. I put it up. All right. All right. And there people were saying they have respect, put some respect on my name, or put some respect on her page, boy. Yoli is saying, rest in peace, Chris. This is unbelievable. Brown is saying, this is the problem, sat at home with his underpants alone. But in his screenshot, there's a picture of a child there, most likely with some strained relationship with the child's mother. And so he's coming to my page talking this foolishness when he himself has probably used his penis to create a broken home. So I'm looking for the email of 5 of your contacts. Put their contact information there. Let me contact them and confirm their association to you and all of this amazing stuff that they're doing in the community. Patrick is saying Tanya has not told one lie once. So good morning. Good morning. Stephanie is saying Tanya always has a good read for the trolls. Oh, goodness. Dominique loves the background. Godiva is saying, Tanya, you are not the problem here. Some of the boys feel entitled. Shame, you straighten them up. Am is saying that rant woke me up after just clicking on. Listen, I hear you. Where is this person that come back? I want him to come back with his proof. Please, by all means. By all means. Tracy is saying, if you look back at the man on George Jefferson show, Prince of Bel-Air, the father roles were gay in real life. A lot of white women put up with that lifestyle for the image. That's why they go there. Also is written in their contract. And so, wait, who from George Jefferson was gay? Who was gay from the Jeffersons? Patrick is saying Tanya has not told one lie, not one. Listen, I want this person to come and tell me which lie I've said. All right. Adrena is saying, Tanya, God got you. He has the right one for you. All right, listen, there's 600 people on here. I am having a Galentine's Day event. I'm working on putting the tickets up right now. It's going to be on February 13th. Make sure that you're on my mailing list. Come to tanyatko.com. Click on subscribe so that you can be the first to get the invitation because tickets are limited. We're having a day of healing and we're having a night of fun where we have a live DJ that is coming out and is playing music for us on the ones and twos. And let's see what else. We are going to be doing fun feminine activities. It's an event for only women. We're going to, in the daytime, we're going to be doing, I have a list of the things we're doing. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So, and this is part of what, so I woke up. I wanted to finish creating the tickets. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, so on the Galentine's Day event, we are going to be doing exercises to identify some of our patterns and habits in relationships. We're going to do some cosmic cord cutting. We're going to do vision boards. We're going to do soulmate new moon manifestations. We are also going to be doing a soulmate hypnotherapeutic journey and guided meditation to top that off. We're also going to have networking where you'll be networking with other women. And you're going to do like chat roulette where you're going to pop up randomly with another woman, meet her, talk to her about what it is that you do and form connections with other knockouts. You get to see some of the other people who are in the comments. And then we're going to have the night of fun where we are going to be making the TKO punch. And we're going to be doing our clay mask and facials and talking to one another. We're also going to have a sip and paint. We're going to do another networking event, and then we're going to have a dance-a-thon with the DJ. So this is going to be a full fun night, and tickets are going on sale later today. So you want to make sure that you are on the mailing list to be among the first to know about it, because tickets are limited. Some of the tickets, they're only 25, and there are 700,000 people on my page. So if you're a woman, regardless of where it is that you are in the world, regardless of your race, age, weight, whatever, come out and have a good time. I know that my targeted audience are Black women. That just happens to be the people who mainly support my page. However, the Galentine's Day event is open to women who want to meet other knockouts, maybe find a new best friend or people to do business with. I am also accepting vendors inside of the event to get a vendor booth. Make sure that you contact me on my website, tanyatko.com, to get vendor pricing. Pricing starts at $100 for the event. So talk to me about that. You get to put up a video and collect email addresses and give coupon codes or send people to your website. I accept vendors for any business except for skincare or skincare. Anything that has to do with skincare, creams, any of that. Those vendors I do not work with. Anybody else? So talk to me about that. Come and we will see. All right. So Hazel is saying event sounds lovely. Yes, and it's very inexpensive too. It's very inexpensive. All right. Susan is saying, can I join? Yes, come have a good time. Come and have a good time. Oh my goodness, my girl Chi. Chi is coming to the Galentine's Day event. I'm happy. I'm excited about it too. As soon as I get off of this broadcast, I'm going to create the tickets. I was working on the tickets last night, and I was working on a way to create a bundle ticket because it's two different events, the daytime and then the nighttime, because we have two different venues. So I was working on how to create a bundle ticket, and I figured that out. But by the time I got word back from customer service, it was too late for me to continue working. I was very tired and I went to sleep. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, let me work on it. But I was delirious before I started this broadcast. And then after hollering on this man, I'm wide awake now, so I'm going to go work on the tickets. So Natalie says, I'm coming. So Natalie is saying what time? So, okay. So, the event starts at 3 in the afternoon and it ends at midnight. We have an hour break in between, which you can spend getting ready for the nighttime event. Everybody's going to be wearing pink or red. And so come with your make. Well, we're going to be doing our clay mask, and then we're going to do like our makeup and stuff. So that's going to be like during the night of fun. So we're going to be listening to the DJ, doing our clay mask and doing our makeup, etc. And then we're going to have the dance party. It's going to be a networking dance party. And I found this amazing venue that is going to be so much fun. So you get to meet so many other knockouts. And so the tickets, so for the night of fun, the early bird special on the ticket is $29. And for the healing event, the early bird ticket is $49. So altogether, you can get both for $74.99 for the early bird. When we get closer to the day of the event, the early bird tickets will be gone. And also it's first come, first serve. So make sure that you get your money together. Make sure and so it's very inexpensive. I want everybody to be able to come. I want to be able to have a big, full event where we are just in our feminine glory, where we don't have to worry about people pulling up their balls and trying to box us in the back, telling us what we're doing wrong and all of this. We're just going to come and be in our feminine glory and essence for Galentine's Day. So Deneen is saying, I appreciate you. Mariella is saying, are you going to stream this one? No, this will not be streamed. This is a private event that it's not going to be recorded. It's only going to be inside of the event. So if you want to be in the event, get a ticket and come out. It's not going to be recorded or posted up later. And Natalie is saying, can I pay for both in advance? Is it through Zoom? It is not going to be on Zoom. The venues that I have, you're going to be like, Zoom what? And you know what? Listen, you can pay in advance. The tickets are going to be going up today. So Natalie, are you on my mailing list? TanyaTKO.com. Click on subscribe. All right. Let's see. Click on subscribe. And so Lisa is saying, what state? That's a good question. It's in every state and every country because it's going to be virtual. So you don't have to worry about COVID. You don't have to worry about people coughing on you. You don't have to worry about masks. And you don't have to worry about risking your life for a good time. So you can go and be there anywhere around the world. So that's good. Right? So morning, Finesse. Did this person ever come back? The person that we got on. So sun is coming. Yes, everybody has to make sure that that you are a woman, that you want to network with other women, and if you want to come to the daytime event, that you want to do the inner work. It is going to be, this Galentine's is going to be during the new moon. So this is a powerful time to manifest. And so I'm really looking forward to that. Right. I wanted to hear back from that person. Oh, so here he is. He did come back you see there's a child in the picture, right? He's saying, please go read my response. I'll go read it. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. All right. So Chris is saying, and yes, I have a beautiful Black mother of my child who I make it a point to do whatever I have to do to make sure she has no room to complain. Listen, I'm going to comment on that after I find the real comment that you made, because I know that that is not the comment that you made back to me after all of that we spoke to, right? Oh, here we go. I had a lot to say until old girl mentioned my baby. First off, she's beautiful, isn't she? Second, my child's mother will be the first to tell you I am the best father and child could ask for. Our relationship couldn't be better. Everybody doesn't choose the wrong person to sleep with and have a baby. I have never denied my baby, ran away. Liz, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I want to see the real response. I want to see what it is that you had to say about everything that we talked about. Where is that? Because you're talking about some goddamn fantasy of something that you are claiming with no receipts thereof. Because the one thing that I do know is that you brought your Black ass over to my page to try to criticize me. And to tell me, why am I always is a statement that can be refuted from the fact that all it takes is for one time for it not to be always. So you came over to my page and you brought your Black ass over here to talk about why am I always hating on Black men, or I don't even remember what it is that you said, but something along those lines, right? And I asked you, what is it that you're doing to check Black men so that I don't have to be here reporting on these viral stories? And I want to see what your Black ass has to say about that. I did not see a response to that. I'm curious, because here you are talking about how wonderful it is that you are to your woman and your baby at 6 o'clock in the morning, coming onto some woman's page to pound your testicles onto her back. Come on, boy. That's not my idea of what some good man and wonderful father is. Why are you on my page? Why are you here at 6 o'clock in the morning instead of cuddling up to your woman being a quote unquote good man? There's so many of you who come out and you talk about how wonderful it is that you are behind the scenes. But I know that thou dost protest too much, because I know that it's the same ones who are talking so much about all that they're doing behind the scenes, but yet you see how they show up. Look at how you have shown up, son. Look at how you've shown up. And you haven't shown up in a way of any type of male person with a penis that I would respect. So no, I couldn't imagine my father on the internet talking to some woman. Why are you banging his balls on the keyboard? Talking about why you always hating on black men. Come on, man. I can't imagine my brother, 6 o'clock in the morning, when his children need to be getting up, getting ready for school, or things that he could be doing around the damn house, the home that he bought. I can't imagine that he would get up and smear his testicles across the screen trying to criticize a black woman from talking about social events that need to be spoken about. And you trying to talk about you're the best father a person can ask for? Imagine. I wish my father would. If I saw my father on the internet commenting some stupid ass shit, I'd be like, Daddy, what are you doing? I'd be like, not my father. Please, you joking? So Ross, these bottom wall, pussy wall type man come out on the internet talking about the nonsense there. The best father a man can be. And the man a me peer jaguan so. I don't understand this, please. Can you imagine? Ladies, I want to ask you a question. If the father of your children, your husband or your father was on the internet, on some woman's page, banging his testicles on the keyboard, talking about why you always hating on black, would you feel proud of your father? If you would feel proud of your father, put up the number 2. If you would not, if you would feel ashamed of your father, brother, cousin, or any man that you would hope to respect, put up a number 3. I want to see the comments below. The nerve. I want to see 2 if you would feel proud, 3 if you would feel ashamed. Here we go. He's talking about, look, these are the numbers coming in. These are the numbers coming in. They would feel ashamed of you. So Stephanie would feel proud. Look, girl, you in a whole other class. Vanessa, what are y'all? Faith, all of these 3. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. Who? Talking about this is the best father. If I had a child with a man and while our child was sleeping, or he could be up fixing the garage or painting or doing something, making some money, if he was on the internet coming to some woman talking about some damn nonsense on the internet, I would be like, son, you better bring your black. I would be looking for the damn pen. And I would look for a vial of ink to go sign some separation papers on that mother effer, because I would be like, you're not the man I thought you were. I'd be like, you up here with some other woman fierce. Carmen's saying, not my daddy. See what I'm saying? I mean, come on. All of these 3s, there was 1, 2 that came in. The blood clot. Christy's there with a blood clot. Sherry's saying, making some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Are the pancakes even made? Or is the juice squoze? Is the sidewalk shoveled with snow? I mean, come on. Are the rain gutters cleaned out? Have you made sure that there are no rat holes inside your damn house chewing away to get to your baby's crib? And you over here on the damn internet talking this foolishness? Ugh. Muhammad talk about making a coffee for his mama from his son. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I want to listen. Listen, Timberly. Timberly is vulgar. The man name was cunt. I can't believe it. You just oh, goodness. Have mercy. Have mercy. Celestina is saying any man coming for a woman is a punk. Listen. Lonnie is saying, I don't date men that play video games or social media, period. Well, I don't know about the video games one, because, you know, I don't know. It depends on what type of video games and how long and for what reason he's playing them. That video game playing might be what's keeping the relationship together. Quiet as kept. Sunkiss is just coming in talking about what did I miss? Lord child, too much. Too much. I had to cuss somebody out this morning 2 or 3 times and he still can't get enough. Instead of go rolling over and hugging up on his woman, kissing his child, making some breakfast or patching up the rat holes in his house, he's on here trying to tell me about myself 6 o'clock in the doggone morning. You wanted too much. Too funny. You all got my eye watering. Too much, too much. So Kelvin is saying 83 to 87% of Black men marry women of color. Let's not continue with that narrative. It's just not true. Celestine, I agree with you when you say it's okay to challenge someone on their page. We should be able to have dialogue without the insults. I do enjoy Tanya TKO's show. Kelvin, only 21 to 27% of Black men get married in this country. So what if 83% of that 21% marry women of color? Especially when the wealthiest of them marry interracially. So not only, and then when they make over six figures, the rate of marriage declines sharply because then they feel that they're the cream of the crop and can pick between a whole bunch of men's daughters, just juggling them around and tossing them aside like socks that you wear out in the damn snow when your boots have a hole in it, and then they get all wet, soggy, and slushy. You bring them back in the shape of your foot and you toss them down onto the ground. That's how they doing Black women out here. And you're gonna want some Scooby snack because 83% of the 21% who do get married are marrying Black women. Hoorah! Hoorah! I'm so happy for you. Murray is saying you're going to sleep all day. No, I'm not even going to, because I guess you see I got these tickets to program, and I got to I got these tickets to program, and I got to get that up today. Whew. Finesse is saying, in these wee hours of the AM, Chris should be hugged up with the mother of his child, not on the internet. Exactly. Stephanie is saying, these are hard truths to take in. I attribute the current state of Black men and women to the successful implementation of the Willie Lynch plan. The Willie Lynch letter was a hoax. Take a look. It did not exist before people on the internet claimed it existed in the past. It's a hoax, and it has already been disproven. Andre is saying, honest question, why do you support Black women dating interracially, but is strongly against Black men dating interracially? This is really common in Black women, and just trying to understand the double standard. Please make this make sense. I tell women to divest. I am down for, you see, now there's a difference, right? And there are several different differences, and I'll leave your comment up a little while longer, but I gotta, let me tilt this a little. Okay. So there's a difference, right? In that, one, I do not promote for anybody to date interracially. I tell Black women to divest. That's what I do. Because Black men have already left. They're gone. And they're not doing what it is that they need to do to create ways for us to thrive in this country. We're not even protected. I'm so tired of all of these. I'm tired. I'm tired of Roland Martin and other people putting up these videos of Black people getting harmed. I'm like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Black men have already left. They're not here. I'm for Black women being with people who will love and support them. I'm for Black women being in healthy relationships. I am not against Black men dating, marrying interracially. I have no issue with that. What I do have an issue with is I have an issue with pitting your interracial relationship and your biracial children as better than Black women and Black children. I have an issue with leaving the community and then coming back to constantly criticize the community that you have left. I have an issue with seeing a certain woman and her phenotype and being with that woman as being a step up, as an upgrade from Black women. I have an issue with the fact that colorism is such a rampant dogged, harrowing existence in this country where the darker your shade, so a light-skinned woman has the greatest chance of biracial light-skinned black mixed women have the greatest chance of getting married. Once you become medium complexion, it cuts by 1/3, and once you become dark skinned, it cuts 1/3 into that of that rather. So I have a problem with that. I have a problem with the descending scale of desire, quote unquote, desirability of women who have more Negroid features. I have a problem with that. So I have a problem with colorism. I have a problem with the fact that Black men are not standing up to protect us in our communities and be able to create ways for us to thrive in this country. Our children are not even protected. And the only thing that we can do is stand around with a picket sign. It's time to do something different. I don't know what double standard you're talking about because listen, I am not oblivious to the fact that certain people's genes are recessive and that once you mate with those genes, you have procreated with these recessive genes. I'm not oblivious to that. I promote, and my matchmaking service is built on connecting Black women with Black men from Africa and the diaspora who are in the United States. So everybody's in the US, everybody is vetted and verified, and I am for intercultural dating. I am for Black women marrying men who are African in America, Caribbean men in America. I'm the product of a bicultural union, so I know how great those are. I know how great those are. I hear Africans often talking about, ADOS and what is happening with Black Americans in this country. And I always pose the question, well, what is it that has happened to Africans who have gone through this trafficking that has turned us into what it is that we are today? And it's like sometimes we don't put two and two together that we are one of the same people. We are cousins. Our ancestors are in Africa. We are one and the same. I really don't know how else to put that. So it's not lost on me that you cut your genes and you dilute them. If that's not lost on me. However, I would rather a woman be with a man who loves her and is going to take care of her because what's happening now is that Black women are not getting married. Black women are waiting on Black men. So why would I sit here and be like, oh, see, the thing is that there is an order. There is an order. After the abandonment of Black women in the Black community, of course, we support Black women doing whatever it is that she needs to do to be with a man who's going to love and support her. She has already been abandoned. It's not like we are telling them, let's get this started. What we are saying is don't wait around. Don't wait around for a group of men who are constantly making excuses for why they don't want the piece of paper. Meanwhile, they get a piece of paper on their car loan. They get a piece of paper on their cell phone contract. They get a piece of paper on all of these things, but they don't want that piece of paper for the marriage. Don't wait around. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Rame is saying, how do I contact you via inbox? You know how to contact me. You know how to contact me. I mean, in the description of the video is people who want to contact me know how to contact me. If you don't really want to, I don't really know what to say. You know what I mean? Yagami is saying they make excuses for why they can't be, quote, capitalized MEN, men. Timberly says, I wonder why people are asking. Timberly says, I hate that you're difficult when we ask to not be treated like crap while playing the mother's counselor and while playing their mother counselor and sex slaves. No, I feel you. I feel you. Lioness is saying psychological warfare has been unleashed on our people. Yep. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My man is on paid leave and my dad will be up by 5 a.m. to get ready for work. You see what I'm saying? Not on the internet acting the fool. Rakia is saying, Tanya, you're awesome. I love your insight. Thank you. Kimberly is saying, I love your topics. And Lily is saying, my ancestors are not from Africa. Mine are from America. I guess you don't really know how genealogy works then, because the cradle of civilization is in Africa. Africa is the source of all of our ancestors. So you can go along with this Native American trope if you want to. If you want to. There are a lot of people who are Negroid as they want to be, talking about their ancestors. Please do whatever you feel like doing, Ma. I don't care. That's on you. That's you. Talking about, listen, go do whatever you look, because a lot of people out there who don't, they trying to come up with all types of reasons for why and this, that, and the other. Africa's the cradle of civilization. Show me proof that they are not. Show the proof that they're not, because all evidence points to, and Black women have the Eve gene. If you want to, with your Negroid nose and your Negroid hair, talk about you are native to some land, just go on right ahead. Go on right ahead. Lioness is saying there's literally nothing to gain by denying your African origins. No, listen. Christy is saying, I just love you, period. I needed this morning. What did you need this morning? Because I felt like I was screaming this morning. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you needed that alarm clock to wake you up. Amelia saying, when a man can't stand up, that ain't no man, that's a boy. And instead of women standing by them, we should leave them. Yep. Saves a lot of hurt and some mothers and contributors to the issues we have with these men. Not some mothers, some parents. Mothers and fathers contribute to how their children show up in this world. Andrell is saying, the real TKO, you calm me to my peace. I hear you. Azani is also saying, I need you, sis. You give our feelings valuable. I know that's right. And Marcus is saying, I love our beautiful African queens. Me personally, I pray that we can get it together, because Black love is beautiful. And I pray that our women understand that there's still brothers here who still love you. We have to change our conditions of our minds and the reprogramming of all Africans if possible. African men and women both have their struggles, and no, African man would not exist without our African women. Yeah, so the best thing that you can do for Black love is to have it, be it. Go marry a Black woman. What are you waiting for? You sound single. What are you waiting for? Go marry a Black woman. And if you don't have a Black woman to marry, contact me and I will help get you matched. But don't sit there in my comments talking about these Black queens and you haven't taken the step to settle down. I don't want to hear it. Show and prove. Show and prove. And listen, somebody is saying Black love is power. Miss Lady says that. Oh, I'm trying to click it. Oh, and Dalaric is saying, what is Black love? Miss Lady said Black love is power. Actually, healthy love is power. It has to be more than just Black. It needs to be healthy. Kel is saying, I appreciate you, because if we're not hearing the problem women have with us, then we will never learn better treatment. Exactly. Thank you. At least somebody. I don't know if that person, Chris, ever came back, because I haven't seen their comments because they're coming so quick. Brown Sugar is saying, we aren't African. It's very hard for people to accept that. Slavery started in the 1500s. The first Africans were brought over as indentured servants in 1619. Look it up. I don't know what you are. Genetically, I'm African. I don't know what you are. I don't know what it is that you claim in, and I don't know whether or not you've ever done your DNA, but I know that I am 67% Nigerian, 28% Ghanaian, and a small portion South African, and no Neanderthal DNA. So I don't know what you are. I know what I am. Reaper is saying Africa is motherland. It's like people come with a wide ass negroid nose and curly, coily negroid hair talking about I ain't African. I don't know. I don't get it. You say whatever you want. If that makes you feel better, I know who it is that I am. And I know that I'm carrier of the Eve gene. I know that every configuration of human being has come through my loins. I know that I have it all inside of me. If you want to be a descendant, a downgraded version of that, you be that. I have the Eve gene. If you don't want your Eve gene, that is fine. That is fine. Stellaris says, you're Nigerian. Wow, sis, you can't tell? Look at me. Look at me. When I'm in Nigeria, people speak to me in Igbo. So, I mean, you all have seen my videos. The crazy part about it is when they're talking to me, I'm like, huh? Because it sounds like I should be able to understand what they're saying, but I can't. But I can't. And Kimberly is saying, white people know too. That's why they're pushing interracial relationships. Lois Sheen is saying, I am a white Romanian woman, but I'm so interested in your speeches and your thinking that I think we need to listen to you more often. You are such a beautiful power of nature. You made my day. Well, thank you and welcome in from Romania. What time is it in Romania right now? It is 6:44 a.m. in New York. It is 3:44 a.m. in Los Angeles. Murray is saying it's too early. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that is right. And somebody said to watch Roots. Yeah. I know you all saw my post about Cicely Tyson. And you know, Cicely Tyson is Caribbean American. Her parents are from Nevis. And her family is related to my dad. Well, I guess our family. You know what I mean? So I don't talk about that often publicly, but after she passed, I did put a post up about it, you know. It's 11:45 in the morning in London. That's it? I thought it would be 12:45 by now. So it's 11:45. What time is it in Nigeria? So is it 12:45 in Nigeria or 11:45 in the morning in Nigeria? So Netherlands is 12:45. Emerald is saying some of these people are confusing and interchanging nationality with ethnicity. They are not the same thing. Tanya TK was talking about genetic coding, which is connected to ethnicity. Actually, it's connected to race. Ethnicity is really only, ethnic, like the culture you're in. So Ogun is saying it's 12:45 p.m. Okay, so people are already up in Nigeria. The morning has already started. So it is, okay, so in Cape Town, South Africa, it is 1:46 p.m. or 13:46. Okay. All right, 6:45 in Ontario, so they're on the same as New York time. All right. Savannah, Georgia. So East Coast of the US then. So now somebody is saying it's 1:45 in Nigeria. Wait a minute. Who would know? I would trust Ogun. Ogun's name is Nigerian. So Rachel, I don't know. You're coming with a different time. You're coming with a different time. Trinidad is 7:48 a.m. Okay, so you all didn't jump back for the daylight savings. Okay. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the time was an hour. I didn't realize that. Ogun is saying, I know better. I don't know. The conflict has started. Is it 1:45 or 12:45 in Nigeria? Mm-hmm. And Ogun says it's 6 hours ahead of Eastern. And look, if Ifun is saying 12. So I have to go with the people with the Nigerian names, Rachel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to go with them. I got to go. I got to go with them. And they don't do daylight savings in Guam either. Okay, interesting. All right. Guyana, same time as the rest of the Caribbean. All right, cool. All right. So Dallas is on Eastern. Wait, okay. Dallas is in Central. So 5:47 in Dallas. Okay, so Dallas is Central. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so listen, I have fully woken up. I'm going to go work on the tickets. If you're interested in the Galentine's Day event, I would like for you to put up the number 5. If you're interested in the Galentine's Day event, put up the number 5. And let me see who is here in the house. Oh my goodness. So now we got another conflicting story. It's almost 12 p.m. in Nigeria. Andrea, I don't know. So we have a bunch of 5s coming in. Okay, great. So listen, what I'm going to do is you need to make sure are you on my mailing list? And so Ogun wants my number. I need your number. I'm in Maryland, Eastern time, please. Is that so? Mm-hmm. You need my number. What you need my number for? What you need my number for? Okay, so there's a lot of people. So listen, the books are on their way. I'm creating the packages for the UK. Professor Bruno, where are you located? Because I'm creating the packages for the UK as well as the US. So actually, let me work on that shipment today. We have the labels for the books because each book has to be individually labeled before it is sent to the factory. And so we're working on that now. And so let me finish working on that. James, the Galentine's event is only for women. It's only for women. All right. Timberly saying I'm not on the list. Go to, let me put it in the chat, www.tanyatko.com/subscribe. It only takes a second. It takes just a second to get on the mailing list. And then you'll get the notification today for when the tickets are up. And so Morelia is saying not enough details for the Galentines. I'll get on the mailing list. Is it virtual? All that detail that I gave earlier is not enough detail. What more information do you need to know that you feel that you have not heard? I need to know. And somebody is saying check with Alexa or Siri. I don't talk to inanimate objects and have them talk back to me. I've been turned off from that from when I first started seeing these Total Recall movies. I don't play into that. My phone be trying to, like, my last phone would try to talk to me. I turn that SHIT right the hell off. I don't talk to my phone. I don't do it. I do not do it. I don't do it at all. Okay. So Christy is saying, I own Queens Multi-Services LLC. I need you to come to my center to empower us young women. Let's do something virtually and let's empower these young ladies. Because I have not, 2020 was spent in quarantine. I have not done my yearly give back. So contact me because I need to give back. So please contact me because I have to give back to the youth. Martine is saying, when will you be back on Clubhouse? I was actually going to go on Clubhouse this morning, but I'm going to work on the tickets now. Ayami is saying, I don't talk to phones. Oh, wait, we got some handsome man asking if I'm in a relationship or engaged. Uh-oh, are you looking for a person? You can come join my matchmaking service. And James is saying, How can the women meet a man with no men invited? Don't worry, we're having a spring fling event where we will be doing speed dating, so stay tuned for that. But Galentine's is all about the gals. So if you're wanting to come to the speed dating event, just get on the mailing list and I'll let you know. I have not heard of the Chloe Bailey situation. I am doing fine today. Ogun did not tell me why you need my number. Why do you need my number, Ogun? Why do you need my number? I need to know why. Why do you need my number? And Byron is saying, dear future wife, for the past year, I have been praying to God about you, asking him to cover and protect you until I meet you, and I'm able to. I ask him nightly to continue to shape and mold me into the man that he would have me to be for you. I am a man after God's own heart and yours, and I am anxious to seek God's face with you. I pray for God to strengthen our discernment so we know exactly who we are when we encounter one another. I can't wait to meet your smile, your heart, your soul. Okay, so he is really putting in the petition this morning. And Ogun is saying, with some heart flying around her head. No, I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. I don't know, Ogun. I do not know. I don't know. Giovanni's saying, what is that about? And Tayrell is saying simp. Please, somebody stop me from cussing this man out this morning. Please cover me and stop me from losing it on this man this morning. Please type woosah for me in the comments. Please type woosah. Because this is the problem with niggas. I mean, this Black History Month, you ain't gonna take me out of character. Please type woosah for me this morning. Because you see, part of the issue is that when Black men see another man stepping up and opening himself to be willing, able, and available to love a woman and to be in the present with that woman and to have that clandestine union with that woman, we have ends who come out to call this man a simp, right? But then when you see women like me talking about the things that are wrong with the men who are not showing up, then you say, why are you criticizing men? Nigga, why is you criticizing men? Nigga, why is you criticizing a man who is talking about loving a Black woman? Why? So it's better for him to be a pimp, huh? Somebody sent me a video the other day of a man pimping Black women. That would, what? It's like, I don't understand. Please, I need to see these woosahs. Type this woosah for me because nobody typed woosah for me. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why. Okay, somebody did. Christy, the only one who had my back trying to get me to just bring it back in. And Delaric is saying, you want a Black man or a trick. You see, this is the problem. This is why I say divest, because their mentality is off. If you date Black men from other cultures, because they don't have the same pathologies that Black American men have. I mean, we saw that man, we saw his face. And Byron is like, I said something wrong. No, it's like other men want you. If you was like saying B's ain't S and all this other stuff, then they start dancing. They go and put a trap beat behind it and then start doing their yeah. All right. Ita gave me a woosah. Annie gave me a woosah. Thank you. 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 Thank you for the woosahs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I see some woosahs. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So Wayne is saying, what is a simp? A simp is a soft man who is, I don't know. Ask these fools what a simp is. Finesse gave me a woosah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Tamika says, calm down, sis. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wusa, wusa. Okay. Wusa, wusa. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Black is saying no, go to hell off. You see, this is okay. So I got a lot of woosahs. Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woosah. Mm-hmm. Oh goodness. All right. So okay. All right. So it's like, okay. All right. I'm better. I'm better. Thank you. Thank you. Listen. Kel is saying a lot of us are trash because of a lack of father in the home. The mothers were too busy just trying to make ends meet. Fuck him. Listen, I tell this, I have a quote. I have a quote that goes, being hard is easy. Being hard is easy. It's being vulnerable that really takes tremendous courage. Being cold is easy. Being numb is easy. You numb yourself, that's easy. Feeling takes courage. Being present in the moment, going through the motions, that takes courage. Being soft takes courage. Opening yourself takes courage. So these ends can sit here talking about that a man who wants to be with a woman and wants to love a woman is a simp. But I'm telling you that is where this real strength lay. The real strength lie in seeing the foolishness that's going on out there and still choosing to rise above that and choosing to do what it is that you need to do to protect the woman and the children who come from your loins. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. Michelle is answering what wusa is. It's a calming word from a fictional therapy session in a movie. Yes, exactly. But you know what? It stuck. It stunk. It stuck. Linnell is saying a simp is what these wine call a man that comes at a lady other than yo shorty. What's good? Shaking my head, ignorant, running rampant this morning. Yeah, it's true. And there's still consistently 500 people on this broadcast. So it's volley between 500 and 600. There's a lot of people up early this morning. I guess in other countries too. All right, so listen, let me come jump off of here. I will see you all. I'm going to put up the link for the event. So make sure that you make sure that you are on the mailing list. Make sure that you pay attention to the page because it's going to go up today. All right. I'll see you all in the next video. I'm going to jump on doing this. I will be doing a Clubhouse later today. I'll also be signing some books today. So just make sure that your notifications are on so that you can see when I'm going public. You know what I'm saying. All right. Amigo, I'm actually broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook at the moment. So Professor is saying today's men have got everything twisted, to say the least. Gentleness is seen as something feminine, which is so totally when men have childhood issues. They are never dealt with childhood trauma as boys grow up today's family. Son, I need a period and a comma in here, something. Boys grow up today's family or much less society discourages opening up for men and weakness, but this is the reason why most of us guys are grown and stuck with issues that still haunt us to this day. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. We had some ups, we had some downs, but most of all, we had some good times together. Hug me. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right. So go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And I will see you in the next video. If you want my book, just click on the link in the description and you can come over to my website and get an autographed copy of the book. You can also subscribe to my mailing list as well as support the show monthly or send cash apps or whatever. Oh, let me check my phone before I jump off to see whether or not any cash apps came through this morning. None did before I came off, but that's fine because the link is below and you know how to support the show. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.